let's see if this is going. Starting a few minutes early because, well, I got a late start and I can't figure out how to change start time, so I'm just going to roll with it. But storms are firing a little later. A few minutes early because mute myself. I got a late start. Alright, yeah. So I got a really late start. I ended up getting out the door at 4:45. Started heading northeast towards Brush, Colorado. Early on, I'm targeting Sidney, Nebraska, and let's see, I'll get there at 7:30, and then I'm gonna drift a little further to the east down the Julesburg, Colorado, a little later on in the night. So storms are primarily going to be firing between 7 and 11 p.m., which, I don't know, this severe watch isn't really verifying that. It says there's 3 hours left. It expires at 9. But according to the RAP and the HRRR and the NAM last night, this southwestern part of Nebraska, between 7 and 10 should have tornadic supercells firing, and then by 11 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock in Julesburg, there's supposedly going to be an isolated cell, but that's just model runs. That, so many different iterations of them, and do the best with what we got. But right now, it's kind of reminding me of my last stream where I'm kind of in this area where there's there are clouds today, but last time there weren't any. But there isn't really anything firing right now. It's gonna be a later event, so not sure how long I'm gonna do this for, but wanted to start at 6 and run it until I get tired of it, which I'll never get tired of storm chasing. But if things don't fire or if it's slow, then it might be a shorter stream. Who knows? But Connor and StormRunner and Freddy, they're all up in North Dakota today. And it's looking like North Dakota is verifying. They had a brief ground circulation near New England, North Dakota. Oh wait, no, that's North Dakota. I think some people started in Montana today, but didn't really seem like anything was going to go big there. It's looking like the bulk of the chaser convergence is up in North Dakota today, so that's definitely a relief. There's not going to be a whole lot of chasers to run into in Colorado, Nebraska today. I think there's a couple of storms that I'm keeping an eye on to the west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Actually, I might just say F it and go to Kimball, Nebraska instead of Sidney. That way, we can at least get some storms while there's daylight. But yeah. So this time we're gonna be streaming. The dash cam is is my new iPhone, and well, that looks all right. The picture is pretty okay, except for that little smudge right here. But I hit some bugs on the way out, and I didn't bring any cleaning stuff. But yeah, let's. What is my volume working? Wait, hold up. Audio is low. Let me see if I can change that. This is not working. Oh. I gotta slide it up. Is this better, guys? Let me know real quick. I'll lock it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna lock the volume. And let's see, Kimball, Nebraska. K-I-M-B. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hour and 20 minutes. I'll get there at 7:20, and hopefully by then we'll have some storms to look at. But right now it's a little depressing. Yeah. There's clouds this time, which is it's definitely a turnaround from the last stream, but we want more than just clouds. We want large hail, we want tornadoes, we want all the severe hazards. Only in rural areas, though. And not to throw shade, but we're trying to keep National Weather Service North Platte accountable today. I still can't believe that tornado went unwarned for so long, and they didn't warn it until after it passed through. What's that town called? I can't think of that town name. It starts with a W though, but yeah, I mean, that storm didn't get that tornado did not have a warning on it until it had already passed through that town. I read that somebody was injured, but it was just cuts to their face, probably from like grass and debris, or glass, not grass, glass and debris. She seems hangry. But yeah, trying a whole different setup with the cameras today. Instead of looking at the laptop, I'm gonna, just switch to the GoPro pointing me. I got front and I got GoPros on the dash camera, or on my dash, and on the back window, and then I also have my iPhone pointed out the front. But the iPhone is the only wireless element to my recording devices, but I wanted to incorporate that so that I can have basically a free camera that I can move and point at whatever. I am eventually going to get another GoPro. That way I can have two side cameras. But I don't think I'm gonna get the newest and most expensive one this time around. I think I'm gonna just get an old one that I can buy used and just hook right up. But ultimately I'd like to have 4 GoPros and a phone. I'm gonna keep going up I-76 a long way, but I'm not. Got 9 more miles and then I'm turning north. Hopefully it's not too bumpy for you guys. Actually, I should probably just... Ah! Do both streams. Oh, you're talking to Lady J. Well, we're in Fort Morgan now. County Road 52. Just sounds like I'm gonna lose service out here. Oh yeah. It was on this side of town that Connor and I were on opposite sides of that dust bowl. That little bowl lowering that had a big cloud of dust under it. Connor and I were like, we were probably 1,000 feet apart from one another. Never saw each other. That's been so hysterical to me is trying to link up with Connor, but not, I'm not gonna like look at his stream and then chase him down. That's you don't do that to storm chasers. But the amount of times we've been within a mile of each other and just haven't crossed paths is honestly hysterical. I think it's 4 times now. Because we did it twice in Colorado, once in Kansas, and once in Oklahoma. So funny. Left until we get into Kimball, Nebraska. Is that no, that's a special weather statement west of Boulder. It's probably for winds from a dying storm. 50 to 55 miles per hour winds. Gusty showers. Yeah, that's typically what happens when you have mountain storms that die out as they get off the front range. A lot of times they'll just... all the rain will evaporate, and all you're left with is this big gust front. I need these storms to hold on. The ones getting ready to pass into Cheyenne, Wyoming. those last and they push into Nebraska, I think they'll go. They'll at least go severe. Also, definitely let me know if Connor ends up seeing anything. North Dakota is a long way out. I mean, Connor goes everywhere, but it's still a long drive. I just, definitely want to hear if it pays off for him. I'm rooting for him. Stop. Even with the booster, I'm losing it. Not going to cross the double yellow, unlike a streamer that we all know. Dude, that was hysterical when Connor was like in position on a tornado and Reed passed him on the across double yellow lines, like flew past him. It was honestly hysterical. But I also called Reed an asshole. Not knowing it was Reed, first off. Like, I was just watching Connor's stream, saw the dude blast by in the black truck. I was like, wow, what an asshole. And then, sure enough, find out like 5 minutes later that was Reed. Like, whoops. Colorado Road GG. Good game. Yeah, after that bust 2 weeks ago, definitely gonna be mindful if things aren't producing. Like, I'm not gonna carry on this stream if we have nothing producing. But I think these storms are, well, not really maintaining their structure. What the hell? opposed to, or these storms that are coming off of the Front Range right now. They're also very slow-moving storms, so I'm hoping it doesn't take them all night to get out there. Don't get any structured storms between now and let's call it 9 o'clock. If at 9 o'clock the picture's not looking any better than it is now, then we'll call it then. But right now it's 6:25, so we still got time. Still got 2.5 hours for some convection to pop up. I also think I'm gonna stop just shy of Kimball. Like, I think I'm gonna stop right before the Nebraska border and then just point west and weigh it out, do the gritty. No, not do the gritty. That was such a shit show last time. But I mean, there's no point in pushing west on these storms until something bigger forms and anchors itself. Yeah, if you're just jumping in, I started the stream at 6 because I couldn't figure out how to delay it. I would have put it down at 7 o'clock, so I could have gotten out to the target first. But you know, I'll figure out how to change that at another time. But for those of you that stuck around, thank you. Means a lot. Really appreciate you being here. Well, Mazat, since you said something, I'm going to do it for you. We'll include a gritty this time because Mazat said something. I need to see if I can get some rights for music. I don't even know how to go about doing that, but sometimes I just want to crank on some tunes. Some special license for that. Licensing agreement. I don't know. These are fields I know nothing about. You know what? I might just pop back on that Colorado road. County road, whatever. wants me to go further north, a lot further north. But part of me doesn't want to go all the way in Nebraska until storms actually start firing, because if they don't, I'm just going to stay in northeastern Colorado. But yeah, right now I'm due west of Sterling. Wants me to turn towards Sterling. What the hell? Oh, for 6.5 miles, then I go north again. Move, chat. Go. The video of what commercial? I'm trying to think back to what we've been talking about. There's a Dow behind me. I can't tell what that is. Looks like a Doppler on wheels, though. Which I don't know why they would be here. Oh, yeah, I did watch that hair commercial, yeah. I guess I have another doppelganger that's not Jason Momoa, which is nice. That's subjective, like that's really based on whether storms form. Like, yeah, if they're out here, then I must be in the right area. But then again, that, you know, they might just be local to Colorado and going out anytime there's a risk. So I did see them on a few different 2% days. So it wouldn't surprise me if they go out at any time that there is some sort of a risk. I could not do commercials. When I think about doing commercials, I often think about the Supernatural scene where Sam and Dean are doing a commercial for Herpexia. It was a herpes medication or something. Oh my god. It's one of the Trickster episodes. That's a name for a road. Heartland Expressway. Oh my god, hell yes. Well, alright, Lady J, when you finish up season 3 of The Boys, switch over to Gen V. watch that season, because it's basically a prequel to season 4 of The Boys. Expressway. This might also be a good spot to stop for a bit. Yeah, matter of fact, I think that's the plan. Good God, what's up with my windshield? Okay, that's better. That helped. Go in the reverse here. Alright. So, I'm just gonna hang out here for a bit. See if any of the storms decide to do the thing. I think there's going to be some new development out near Greeley, so that's a good sign. What's going on up here? It looks like they had 2 tornadoes reported in North Dakota today so far. Yeah, it's definitely more gory than The Walking Dead. Difference is The Boys has a lot more cuss words than The Walking Dead. I kind of hate that that The Walking Dead's basically a PG-13 show. Actually, now that I have another phone, let's check out Connor's stream. Actually, let's give StormRunner a like real quick. Alright, now go over to Connor's. O'Connor's in the severe warning. He's in that line. Go figure. There's 1 tornado warning in all of North Dakota. Go figure. Connor was probably there. I'm telling you, that kid's a freaking natural. Come on, Colorado, don't bust on me again. Hey, Mazat, you could always use movies to watch. I'll type that in for you. Oh, hey, Supergirl. Supergirl gains her black symbiote suit. That's dope. Did that happen in the comics? Hold up, what happened to my stream? Pretty sky. I would love to see some storms, though. I'm really hoping that that the feed from the iPhone holds up at night. Oh yeah, no, Movies to Watch is a streaming website. Typically have to close a couple of ads in order to pull up a movie or show or whatever, but you can watch anything on it. Grab a water. So much for the water. My cooler won't drop below 74 degrees. I wanted to have cold water. Cold water, cold energy drinks, something. Damn. This happen? Set to 36. I liked it at 38. Why is today like this? Hey, Mom. Oh, there we go. It's looking like we're getting some new development over Denver and then Fort Collins as well. It's just not looking that way for the original target of Nebraska. Not yet, at least. Still could use some time. Stopped at a bad spot. I got a bunch of bugs in the car now. Yeah. No. It's all good, Mazette. Glad you were able to stop in when you did, and definitely see you next time. So the reality of today's chase is it's not a day chase, it's a night chase. But I hope that ends up verifying, because I hate busts. And I hate this glare that I have on my windshield right now. Did I just make it worse? Yes, I did. That's better. Yeah, I'm still sitting. Where am I? I'm sitting just a couple miles east of Raymer, Colorado. This is rough. I'm trying to be patient for this new convection, but part of me just wants to blast south so I can get into something. But it's not about chasing something. It's about trying to get tornadoes. It looks like North Dakota is getting at it again. Kind of looks messy. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a nocturnal mode of storms. At least when I was checking the models this morning, it was looking like, between 7 and 10 p.m., you'd have the strongest of the storms down here firing. But it didn't look like anything was going to form before 5 o'clock. But yeah, so the two windows, the 8 o'clock and the 11 o'clock, I think that's, what is that? That's 0 Zulu and 3 Zulu. Those frames were kind of telling me that there was going to be supercellular development in southwest Nebraska. I don't really have a whole lot of experience with that website. Like, still don't entirely know what I'm looking for, but I have forecasted some setups perfectly, based on what I did see. So, but I guess you could say that I'm still winging it. But yeah, 8 to 11, or yeah, 8 to 11 seemed like the golden hour, but at 11, it seemed as though there was going to be a pretty tight, isolated supercell forming in Julesburg. There's a little outflow boundary over Grover. Maybe when the storms meet up with that, we'll get something going. But I just drove to a point that's like 2 hours ahead of the convection coming off the Front Range. Actually, I may continue north. May drop back south to Fort Morgan. Oh, I might actually be in a good spot here. Have a storm up to the northwest of Fort Collins out near Red Feather Lakes. It looks like it just dropped in off the... Oh no. Once that drops in off the mountains, it'll be telling. Just wind. I don't actually think that was the deadliest tornado in history. I think that tornado, El Reno 2013, is most well known for killing Team Twistax as well as another chaser. There were 4 chasers that died that day. But I'm not very familiar with the total death toll. Thought Jarrell, Texas was one of the deadliest. And then there was one from the 1800s that killed a swath of people. Well, it's funny that you mentioned the weather being different here, because it's not very different right now. The only thing that's different is there's less humidity here. But it is hot down there right now. Why is this convection not lasting? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually not in a great cell area, so maybe I'm gonna continue north for a little bit. I have ADHD, so I get so restless just sitting in one spot for too long. What have I done? Signal's worse. Farm. Can't tell what that is. That's my immediate thought, is those are wind turbines. That might just be power poles. Power station. Like the band. Pretty cool. Seems like a spot for me. Hope there's a road here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope, that's private property. Damn. Up here. Maybe that'll be one. It's kind of the landmark that I look for is power lines to kind of show me where a dirt road's gonna be. Yep, here's one right now. Actually, it's more than just a dirt road. I have a little turn off here. Sweet. Alrighty. I think I'm only a few miles from the Nebraska border. Like, yeah, I'm 10 miles exactly. Yes, okay, cool. I think I got some storms firing due west of me. I mean, granted, they're gonna get here in like 2 hours, but we're starting to get something going. Yeah, I do have faith in this target. Bit rate. How do I change the bit rate? Settings. Video. No. Output. Oh, okay. It says... Wait. Oh, I fucked it up. Change that again. Output 25,000 kilobits per second. God damn. No, you were out. Get back out, Bug. Bug's life, get out of here. Or you're gonna freeze. Alright, I'm gonna change the bitrate back to what it was. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm also not in a great cell reception area, so I might just have to continue. Alright, gonna continue along this trajectory, go a little further north. I do like what I'm seeing though, like I should just be hovering like right up at the border. Yeah, let's do it. It's not time for dirt roads. Closer to this cell tower. Tower over here to the left. Not necessarily a tower, but a bubbler for sure. maybe that can do something so I don't have to wait for the front range storms to get here. But it does seem like right at the border is the spot. Got the bug out. Haha. Dangly parts. Bubbler to the north is a good sign. Another 8 miles before the border. I'm going to try and find a dirt road in 5 miles. Because it looks like these storms are pushing eastward, like due east. And they're situated just south of the Wyoming border in Colorado. I don't want to be on the north side of them. I would definitely want to stay to the south. Like that ridge line over there is probably where I'm gonna pull over and cloud watch. Especially that bubbler, because you know, if that starts producing hail or whatever, then I'm just gonna go and chase that until these front range storms get out here. slacking environment, we do have a towering cumulus. I'm not going to jump the gun or anything, but maybe we can get on a developing supercell. For reference, that's the towering cumulus I'm talking about. Definitely want to get up on the ridge up ahead. I don't want to be stopped down here in a valley where I can't really see over the horizon. They said that Kansas was supposed to get on the action today too. I mean, they had two storms this morning up in the northwestern part of Kansas, and that was that. But that was before the severe watch was put up. This hill, but the next one. Tell me there's a pull off up here. Oh, yeah, no, that's private property. Let's not do that. I don't want to get shot today. Gotta be a dirt road up by this wind farm. Has to be. I see one up at the top of this ridge. What is this? Colorado Road 132. I think that's a storm chaser right behind me too. They got real slow. Yeah, you know what? I think this'll do. I don't want to get too far into this road, but yeah. How about that? I think that's all right. Don't think that anybody's gonna come down this road unless that chaser decides to pop up here, but let's see. Yep, those storms are getting ready to push off the front range. Structure-wise, you're keeping these storms down to the south of Denver are starting to form and starting to drift east, so this whole area is starting to fill in, eastern Colorado. Yeah, man. Oh shit. There's a storm forming just to the southwest of Cheyenne that's actually looking pretty prominent straight off the bat. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Alright, there's a Connor candle in the bathroom because I was gonna bring it on this chase and I completely forgot it. I left it there by accident. That's my bad. Like at one point I had my backpack and that candle and a water bottle in there, and I guess I just grabbed the backpack and the water bottle. Yeah, this guy does some pretty stupid things from time to time. You know, a lot of people say that he's smart, but he himself does not think so. Alright, well, before storms start firing, I'm gonna step outside real quick, because nature calls. Sweet relief. Oh, I'd like to check on that. Red Bull gives you wings. I don't know how far this dirt road goes, but oh, okay. I see what's happening. So there's an outflow boundary coming in from the south. Now looks to be drifting east-northeastward. So maybe if this storm catches up to it, maybe it'll latch onto it and we can get something real going. Tune into Connor real quick since nothing's really happening immediately. Yes, the air freshener. This is that's so got that at a show the night before the first stream. It's that's K-Bong. His actual name is Kevin Bong, but his band name is K-Bong. I got that at the K-Bong and Johnny Cosmic concert at Cervantes in Denver. And so actually next month, so K-Bong is a solo artist, but he also performs in a larger band called Stick Figure. And Stick Figure is my favorite band, and so they're performing on July 24th and 25th in Red Rocks, and then July 27th at Fiddler's Green Amphitheater in Denver. So Abby and I have tickets to see them on the 25th and the 27th, and then the drummer from that band is also going to be playing in Broomfield on the 26th, and at a bowling alley. So we're going to that too. But yeah. Middle to end of July is going to be really busy. We got a lot going on. The week before that, we have the Twisters movie premiere. We're going to be watching it with a bunch of storm chasers in Denver, so that'll be fun. Be nice to pick people's brains, and afterwards there's going to be a discussion about the movie with one of Denver's local meteorologists, so that'll be cool too. I'll go ahead and get it off of the dash camera and put it back on my phone. I think it's I get really awkward sitting in front of a camera like that. Now, even though I'm the one recording, it's still weird for me.
Update you guys in the morning on whether we're chasing or not.
Connor, call it.
I do know I'm probably going to go over 4th of July, but outside of that, the future of our chasing is uncertain on what we're going to chase over these next couple of weeks. So, thank you everyone who donated today. We got some new people who gave some super chats, so always grateful for that. You guys keep us on the road, so that's always a good thing for me and people who enjoy the streams, and hopefully the people that we help with the streams. So, yeah, appreciate everyone who liked the stream, new subscribers.
Gotcha. Yeah. His threat was definitely earlier. I think it really picked up at 3 o'clock. 3 to now. But that's yeah, that's not surprising that those storms went off earlier, but these should, let's see, convective discussion. Severe weather threat for severe thunderstorm watch 475 continues. Severe risk has diminished within weather watch 475 from far southern South Dakota southward as existing / very isolated storms have decayed over the past hour. Very limited severe risk persists. Jesus, given potential for an additional storm or two, but no appreciable increase in coverage risk is anticipated at this time. Latest radar loop shows the few isolated strong to severe cells which were ongoing from western Nebraska to eastern Colorado, northwestern Kansas have dissipated over the last hour. A moist, unstable air mass persists east of the surface trough, but the boundary layer will continue to nocturnally cool along with associated increase in capping as depicted in As such, any additional storm development in the next couple of hours should remain very isolated at best. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. But they're right. Like that storm that I was watching developed to the southwest of Cheyenne just blew up and then rained itself out real quickly. I don't know about this, guys. God damn. I think I ended up with a bust again. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer, but really does seem like this is a bust. And I kind of thought that on the way out here, but also figured that there was all that moisture pushing in off, pushing east off the Front Range that, something would have planted and could have at least gotten a decent structure, but this is whack. I know tomorrow there's a 2% risk in northeastern Colorado, but might not be able to chase that. I appreciate you, Chappie. Wait, Why is your name shorter? You get rid of one of the P's? Oh, jeez. That's awesome. Oh man, what is this doing? Like when it first popped up, it definitely had to have had some hail on it. But 2 minutes later, it just kind of started vanishing. I guess it's, off of the front range now. And yeah, I'm doing well, Kim. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. I think SPC forecasted another bust for northeastern Colorado, southwestern Nebraska. That there really hasn't been any storms forming in Nebraska. And I think Kansas, there's a group of storms south of Dodge City, but that's really right on the Oklahoma-Kansas border. Nebraska did not get a single drop of rain today. That's gnarly. It's not even worth going west here. I'll do it a little bit. I'll drive down this dirt road a little bit. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, my bubbler fizzled out. There's nothing left of that. I haven't been looking at it for like 15 minutes, but during that time it completely fizzled out. There isn't even a cloud base left. But yeah, just an FYI to those that are here, it's very possible that this setup is a bust. We're gonna hang out for a little while longer, see if any of these storms, regenerate as they move off of the front range. But so far, that hasn't been the case. You have, smaller rain showers, a couple bolts of lightning to the southeast of Denver now, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be very organized. I'll look at the SPC website. See what their official word is. Well, they shaved off the enhanced risk Now it's just the Dakotas. Same with the 5% risk area. There's still a slight 2% up for extreme northeastern Colorado and then western Nebraska. Upper low over the Rockies. That's north-south Dakota. Sporadic storms farther south have struggled to remain organized amid warm mid-level temperatures. Isolated storms will remain possible this evening under weak ascent from the northern Rockies, upper low, and the increase in the nocturnal low-level jet. 30 to 40 knots of effective shear. Hail and damaging gusts, though confidence in convective evolution is low. God, the models really threw me off. Between last night and this morning, they were really hinting at a lot of development over southwestern Nebraska and northeastern Colorado later on at night. And now they're just blank. Looks like East Coast 949, 249. That seems like the UK. Clouds is an improvement from last stream. That's not much of an improvement, but it's something. Yeah, these storms coming off the Front Range are not surviving. That Cheyenne storm. That storm didn't even make it 5 miles, and it's already evaporating. Oh, I could have told you that. Don't eat the sugar-free Haribos. No, those are nasty. Tastes like dog water. Alright. Getting antsy again, so. Yeah. Let's just drive down a dirt road. Wait, sugar-free Haribos are laxatives? Is not flat. Hey, who turned that fan off? a second. Middle of the road, no problem. Just gonna stop in the middle of the road just so I can say there. Gotta keep that alive. Oh, so you changed your name on Vanessa's account? Like, what? Why does it end here? What ranch? Shady Nook Ranch. This, whew. Man, what the hell happened? Oh man, I can't believe that happened. Outflow boundary just kind of dissipated, so I'm not getting any more storm development to my west. There's a storm in Wyoming near Guernsey. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to go back to Fort Morgan and see if we can get just some rain for F's sake. Son of a gun. Search Fort Morgan. Go. Oh, it wants me to go left here. Shit, I just lost all signal. But yeah, I don't know if any of you are able to hear me, but I'm going to keep the stream rolling until we lose daylight, because I really want to test out how well this iPhone will record during night. No, I have it. I'm just wondering if OBS is why I'm having. Well, no, it's probably not why I'm having the terrible quality, but I'm wondering if streaming from my phone on OBS will come out as clearly as just recording a normal video. But yeah, we're gonna keep this up another hour until we lose daylight and see how the video holds up, because that will determine if we're going this route in our future streams. very squiggly road. Oh, yeah, this is very squiggly. Holy shit, squiggle. I am currently to the northwest of Sterling, Colorado. I'm right at the Nebraska border. Even out here in the high plains, Colorado's freaking beautiful. It's not boring. Sky's the only thing being boring right now. But yeah, I should get into Fort Morgan just after 9 o'clock. So at that point, we'll be able to tell if the iPhone performs better than the GoPros, which I anticipate that it will. But I still want to see what the quality is like. And granted, you know, there's still going to be some daylight through like 9:30, 9:45, but it's minimal. And the last time that I streamed around that time, I did lose feed quality, so definitely need to at least test this out. Then from Fort Morgan, getting back home, it's just an hour and a half, which I'm stoked. Stoked to have a short drive back, but I was honestly planning on being out late, not getting back until like 1 or 2, because you know, I'll do anything to get a tornado on camera. Like, I will. The only thing is, a lot of my opportunities, or I haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to do it this year because of work. But I'm hoping by next year I'll be in a better position to where I can take off, you know, most of April and most of May, so that I can just completely chase setups from west to east next year. I'm definitely sad that I missed out on a lot of the chase season this year, though, because it was a really, really active year. I think Reed made a post on Twitter the other day that said it's the most active tornado season since 2011, which is believable. 2011, the main thing I remember about 2011 is the super outbreak. You know, North Carolina, Tennessee, all those areas. Like, it's a really, really big weekend. Not just one day, it was a big weekend. So now we're pointing back to the east. So you're looking into southwestern Nebraska. And I mean, just what the SPC said. Most of the convection is dying. Even the few clouds that are out there are not staying out long. They're dissipating pretty quickly too. This has been the first 5% risk within my range in a really long time. Probably about weeks. I mean, we didn't even get a storm this stream or last. I'm hoping that we at least get some rain. That being said, whether it's a bust or not, I'm gonna keep doing this. Every time there's a risk, I'm gonna keep going for it. At least within my range. It's kind of difficult for me to do the ones that are further away right now, but once I leave this job and get established elsewhere, I'm hoping that my range will increase for next season. But yeah, that's ultimately the goal for next year, is to have April and May off so that I can chase setups all the way across the country. So that I can do it almost as consistently as Connor does. If I'm not mistaken, the SPC is right across the street from University of Oklahoma. I did not get a chance to see it when I was down there because I wanted to be on the storms and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure it's right by the school. Yeah. Yep, I definitely picked up on the National Weather Service jurisdictions. What was that? The other night when Whitmore, whatever, when that tornado occurred without the warning, somebody had tagged National Weather Service Omaha on Twitter, asking why they hadn't put up a warning, and they actually responded saying off by 100 miles. So there was 100 miles of National Weather Service North Platte prior to their jurisdiction. So but yeah, that was so crazy how that happened. How nothing was reported for so long. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I mean, as goofy as that post was, it was definitely illuminating into what their jurisdictions are. But honestly, like, I think they really need to, like, the National Weather Service as a whole needs to post a jurisdiction map for storm chasers. That way, when we're out there recording observations, we can tag the right office. Because, you know, amateurs like me, we don't know the jurisdictions. We don't know what cities have offices. So, you know, if we at least had that tool at our disposal, we can tag the right offices with whatever we got going on. But yeah, no, I fully recognize that I'm an amateur at this. Definitely not as, I don't have as strong a meteorology background as a lot of the pros out there right now. Hell, and then Connor is just a freak. Like, this guy retains information like a sponge retains water. Like, I mean, I've had some meteorology coursework, and I feel like I don't even know a fraction of what Connor knows. Like, because he knows exactly what to look for. Because, you know, usually when he's picking a target, that's right around where tornadoes are actually forming. So I definitely want to pick his brain and you know, get a lowdown of what he looks at when he chooses a target area, because yeah, he's the best in the game right now. I would not be surprised if he's closing in on 60 tornadoes on the year, which is absurd. Yeah, as far as the whole month of June is concerned, like, this has been a slow June compared to previous tornado seasons. Like we had a big, you know, a massive April, a massive May, and then June, you know, June's been a bird fart so far. But in my past years out here, 2021 and 2022, June has been a more prominent month for Colorado storms. I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room. Oh man, it reminds me of the Hound, Game of Thrones. edit the title of this this stream and call it 5% bust. Equipment test. I definitely try to pass on what I know is factual, but I try not to answer questions that I don't know the answer to, because the last thing I want to do in these streams is pass on misinformation. But yeah, whenever there's questions that I'm comfortable with answering, I'm happy to pass on that information. I've noticed the number of viewers is going up. So those who just arrived, real quick, this was a 5% risk, and it was a bust for Nebraska and Colorado and Kansas. They did get some severe storms up in North and South Dakota, but every storm that's formed down here has dissipated really quickly. So we've accepted, wait, I just lost something. Oh, wait, what did I just lose? Oh, that was the hotspot. Shit. I need to pick that up. Oh, shit. But yeah, so we've accepted that this chase is a bust, just like the last one. So this stream is now reduced to equipment testing. So I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max as my dash camera right now, and I just want to see how well it holds up at night, because my GoPros don't hold up at all at night. So if this holds up well, then that's going to benefit our future chases, because it will enable us to start doing these nocturnal chases. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, in case you just got here, so that I'm not, so that we're not wasting time here. We've already declared it a bust. I don't think that we're gonna get any storms. And I'm actually starting to head back towards Denver, but we're gonna let the sun go down, see how well the picture holds up, and then we're gonna call it after that. But everybody that's here, I mean, I really appreciate you all for being here. It's always great to see you guys. It's always great to hang out. And you guys are awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. I love this community. I love each and every one of you guys. Second. I just lost my hotspot, and I gotta make sure that it's, that I don't lose the stream as a result. My back window is covered in dust from driving on the dirt roads. All right. I don't think that I did see it. I do have a cell phone booster. I have a WeBoost Drive Reach Overland. It's supposed to be the best in class, but I mean, even with a signal booster, it's not like an end-all be-all fix to low signal. There's areas that even with a booster, you're not going to get any signal. So when the signal is diminished, I've tried all the hardware solutions I can. It's really just a lacking signal thing, and the booster can only help so much. Like, if you enter an area that has no signal, you're not going to boost any signal because there's nothing to boost. But if you're in limited signal, like a 1 or 2 bar area, normally the signal booster will help get you to 3 or 4 bars. But that's the thing about streaming on the road like this, is it's gonna be inconsistent. Looking south. I'm going to take a quick look at the radar. Yeah, there are some storms to the south. Nothing crazy. .50-mile-per-hour winds. That's it. But I might have a storm. Well, not really a storm. It's more like a shower that's forming to the west of Fort Morgan. But maybe we can get some lightning out of that. But I'm actually heading back to Fort Morgan now. So let's see if that, in the next 30 minutes it takes me to get to Fort Morgan, that storm becomes a little bit more substantial. Because if we can get some rain and lightning, I'll call that a win for today. But that's not my bar by any means. That bar is high, even on low-end days like this. Tornado and a wedge tornado. I mean, a wedge tornado is a tornado, but it's just a size difference. A wedge is typically about as wide as it is tall. A lot of times wedges are multi-vortex tornadoes. Which just means you have multiple individual vortices around a main circulation. And then just a normal tornado, I mean, sometimes smaller tornadoes can also be multiple vortices. A lot of times they'll take on like elephant trunk or rope forms. I don't know. I mean, a wedge is a general size of a tornado. It's just how it's shaped. It's just a big, chunky, wide, massive ball of dust. I've only ever seen one wedge. Most of what I've seen have been like cones and stovepipes. But after this season, I think my running total of observed tornadoes is 32. Which isn't a lot, but I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity either. I mean, I've chased outbreaks in North Carolina. I even had a storm chase up in Pennsylvania when I was at Penn State, and then I had a couple in Maryland and a handful in Florida. But chasing in Florida is just weird. And the majority of all my other chases, they've been in Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska. Had a couple push into southwestern Missouri, and I finally made it out to Oklahoma for the first time ever this year, so hopefully be able to do that a lot more next year. But there's a lot of setups that were just a state away, where I ended up having to work and couldn't actually get out and chase. But hopefully next year that'll be different and I'll be able to get on those. But I definitely, whenever a setup comes up this year, I'm definitely going to be, definitely going to try and get on it. Especially the ones within range. But if we have setups over the weekend, then I'll be able to go a little bit farther. Would be nice to get up to the Dakotas at some point this year. So far, so good with the picture, but I think that the GoPros would be able to handle this level of light. All right. heck? Oh, that was my. I've got like emergency rations in my back seat, and it's just sliding around all over the place. But I carry those just in case, just in case I'm around tornado damage and there's damaged structures. I plan to hand that off to people just so they don't starve after a crazy, after a tornado rips through their town. So those aren't for me. Those are for people that will inevitably need them. We got 25 miles till we arrive in Fort Morgan. This should be about 20 minutes. I do like this setup, like the equipment setup I have this time. Having the GoPro pointed at me, and then another GoPro pointed out the front, and then iPhone out the front, and another GoPro out the back. Oh, there we go. There's lightning. Oh boy, we got some lightning. The bar is that low. That would honestly be ideal if we get to Fort Morgan, nighttime starting to settle over, and we have lightning. Like that would be a good way to end the stream, is with a beautiful lightning display. Yeah, we are punching due south right now. Yep. It doesn't look like the Fort Morgan shower is gonna do anything. I don't think that that's gonna have any lightning on it, but the lightning we are seeing is right along the I-70 corridor. Oh, snap. Yeah, so I will start posting those links. I'll throw them in my bio tonight. But I have Venmo, Cash App. I'll set up a PayPal too. But none of that stuff is necessary. It's I definitely appreciate it if people do end up donating, but it's definitely not a requirement to be here. I appreciate just being here for me is enough. But I mean, if people must, then I'll post those links. But yeah, in order to get monetized on YouTube, I need to hit 1,000 subscribers, and then I also need 4,000 hours worth of view time in a year. So, but it's so funny. So Chappie, Vanessa, and Lady J, we've all had this conversation, but last year Connor wasn't even monetized. You know, he probably had the, probably had the subscribers when he started sharing his stream with Reed. But yeah, he wasn't monetized last year, and then this year he's, his channel is booming. But I mean, there's a really good reason why his channel is booming, is because he's as good as he is at Storm. Yeah, my goal in starting a stream, it honestly was never about becoming monetized. It was just about putting my work out here for others to see. Cause I mean, I've had a passion for storm chasing, and I've been doing it since 2014. But it never once crossed my mind to do it in a way that I got paid for it. Like, I know for other YouTubers and storm chasers that's one of their immediate goals. But for me, it was just being able to put my product out there for people to enjoy. That's as far as my ambitions went. But yeah, no, I if I do get there, that'll be freaking awesome. But I have to admit that that's not one of my goals right now. During the off season, I definitely want to learn how to produce videos and how to edit them and put together better quality content. But for me, it's not about money. For me, it's just doing what I love, and this has been a dream come true for me. I know I've been I've spoiled my dream, and my dream is storm chasing. Period. Like, YouTube is just extra for me. YouTube Shorts, yeah, that I have noticed that those get a lot of clicks. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the video editing during the off season, and put out a bunch of shorts. Shine your high beams at me because I passed you. That's sad. That's crazy. able to see some lightning now. Radar. Let me do that. Statement, 55-mile-an-hour winds, half-inch hail. Basically what I'm looking at dead ahead. I say all that, and it's only been a little bit. I should be in Fort Morgan in about 15 minutes. Slow down though. I'm going to pass you right around this corner. You're going under the speed limit now. That's a no-go. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that across YouTube. Do not tag Denver police. Please do not. That Fort Morgan cluster turned into a blob of just nothing. Very little precipitation whatsoever. I mean, there's something. There's no lightning. No, it's a narrow turn. There's a CG. Haha. Watch that come across the stream now. there's a little lot that I could pull into. That's just dead grass. Almost in Fort Morgan. It's like 5 miles, but I think I'm gonna go and sit on this. This isn't even a dirt road. Damn. Huh. Haha. There we go. Now I'm on a little dirt patch. So there's that little bit of precipitation that's heading towards Fort Morgan, but there's no lightning in that. And right up here is where the lightning is. So we're gonna just pause here for a minute, and we're gonna let the sunlight diminish and see. We will see how the picture quality holds up on this iPhone. Oh, actually, this storm is building up. What am I talking about? Now it's got lightning. You know what? I'm gonna spin it back around and point it back at this storm, because it's actually holding up pretty well. I mean, it's definitely not going to produce a tornado or anything like that, but it's doing a little bit better than it was looking about 10 minutes ago, so we will see. Actually, I'm going to wait for this storm to develop a lightning core before I just kind of sit on that. But we can sit here and watch some lightning out ahead. Oh, that's classy. Truck guy flipped me off. Yeah, I honestly couldn't handle it either, Chappie. I like it with the 3 Ps. Let's see. Yeah, I'm only an hour and 20 minutes from home. It's not bad. I mean, that's a a good reason to have OCD. Like, it's when I saw it earlier and there were just 2 P's in it, I was like, can't be the same guy. That's not our chappy. 2 P's ain't right. Wow. So not only is the video quality still good, but it is cleanly picking up those lightning bolts. I think I'm going to give it another 20 minutes and see how it does in reduced daylight. But yeah, I am going to continue to towards Fort Morgan. I don't really like this spot. I am going to have to grab some clips though, because the last little bit of this chase, there's been some good lightning. Oh, Chappie, by the way, I made it so that you can clip the stream now. You had to take screenshots for that double rainbow, but I finally figured out how to enable clipping, so you can do that now. Excuse me. Wow. Wowzers. Owie, wowie. Let's see if I can find another dirt road here. That was a dirt road. If I don't see another one here in a minute, I'm going to circle back to that. Oh. That's why they're shining their lights at me, because I don't have my headlights on. Or I didn't. That explains why it was so dark. Wow. Oh, I know what road this is. This is where we were the last time I streamed. Yep, I know exactly where we are. I remember being here. Let's get some shots of lightning, but I mean, this is great. I've lost a lot of daylight, and it looks like the picture quality is holding up. Now the storm to the west is diminishing, so I don't anticipate that we're going to get much of anything. MD is unchanged. Kind of want to check SPC for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a broad, slight risk. 5% areas in northwest Missouri, southeast Nebraska, and northeast Kansas. There's a 2% risk that extends from, looks like, the Tri-Point area of Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, southeastward towards central Missouri, and then northward into southern Minnesota. Phase is higher that strong destabilization will occur across parts of Kansas, Nebraska. Convection will likely develop over southeast Wyoming, northeast Colorado, and a post-frontal upslope flow regime during the late afternoon. It spreads east, southeast into Nebraska, Kansas. Isolated supercells and clusters will pose a risk for severe gusts. Steep low and mid-level lapse rates will be present, with a deeply mixed boundary layer evident in forecast soundings. Furthermore, dry air around 700 millibars will further aid in strong downdraft potential. Isolated gusts to 80 miles per hour will be possible, with any more discrete supercell activity, straight/elongated hodographs, and large elevated instability and steep mid-level lapse rates will support isolated significant hail to about 2.5 inches in diameter. No mention of tornadoes tomorrow, but I mean, there's been way too many instances this year where the Storm Prediction Center doesn't indicate any tornadic potential, and there's been regional outbreaks that occur on those types of days. All right. So I'm noticing one issue is that my phone is like in and out of focus from time to time. But oh yeah, super flashlight guy. I keep a flashlight in here so that I can do that too. Don't tell Connor. Good night, Kim. Thank you for staying up with us. Really appreciate you being here. Really appreciate you staying as long as you did. Hope you have a great night, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Slide that up a little bit. I am definitely going to have to clip that. There's fireworks over here to the left. And then I got lightning striking right behind it. Only thing I really need to figure out with this iPhone is how to zoom. You know, while it's recording video, it's kind of difficult. Abby, just for reference, I'm in Fort Morgan, so I'm not very far away. I'm just I'm letting this stream go until 9:15, just so that I can see how well the iPhone handles the diminished sunlight, and then we're gonna call it quits, and I'm gonna head home. So yeah, we're just chilling now. We're just hanging out. Nature's calling again. It says, do the gritty. So I'm gonna slide back just a little bit so that I'm not doing it in the road. I'm gonna let these couple of cars pass by, and then I'm gonna do it. Android camera plus iPhone would be the best phone ever. Yeah, no. If they figured out how to combine the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the Google Pixel 8, that would probably be the best phone ever. I had the Pixel 4 before I switched over to iPhones, and it, you know, the Pixel 2 and Pixel 4 had better cameras than the iPhones of those generations, so that's why I was, you know, holding on tight to Android. But once the iPhone 12 Pro came out, I mean, that camera surpassed the Pixels. All right, and now for what everybody's been waiting for. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why I don't do dances on stream, because I don't dance. I can't dance. Yeah, see, Abby's even disowning me right now. Yes! What's up, Connor? Dude, we had a bus down here, man. That is not who... I was not expecting you to come on stream. That's hysterical. so funny. Oh my god, that freaking made my day. Oh, sweet. Pretty much all of the daylight is gone. And the iPhone is holding up. That is perfect. Because here, let me just show you for reference. I also have a dash GoPro. This is how bad the camera quality is when you lose. It was low-key a bust up north. I did see a couple of tornado reports up north though, so at least it wasn't a total bust, but that's a long way to go. But yeah, so right now we're sitting on the dash camera GoPro, and as you can see, it's very pixelated. There's a lot of static coming through. But once I switch this over to my iPhone, that static is gone. Oh no! Oh man. It's oh god. Oh, Chappie keeping it real. Chappie keeping it real and keeping me accountable. Oh my god. There does not need to be a clip of that. Yeah. Yeah, no, everything's hardwired except for my phone. It's if you're asking, then I'm gonna give an encore. Alright. Encore! This is why I don't go on TikTok. This is exactly why I don't dance. It just it does not work. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't take much encouraging. All it takes is somebody asking a question, and I'm up and moving and doing the thing. And now I'm out of breath because I'm so out of shape. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. Oh man. I feel like that's inflated by 10. Gosh. Oh man. But yeah, so not so low-key a bust down here. I mean, any storms that got going dissipated immediately. I think the longest storm was like 20 minutes. And actually we were sitting here waiting to get hit by a smaller storm coming into Fort Morgan, but that's dissipating. Like, I would be surprised if it actually makes it here, but better than nah. Nah. Well, I wouldn't say I'm better than anybody at dancing. It is the most awkward thing for me to do. Like anytime I went to the club, I used to just sit down the entire time and drink. Colorado has had a slow season. This is unlike any any season that I've seen in the past. 2021, 2022 were both active Junes for Colorado. Actually, late May and early June was really active, and then we'd get sporadic, tornadoes thereafter. But this year, I think Colorado's probably only had 5 combined tornadoes and landspouts, if I'm not mistaken. I might need to recount that number, but I think it's only 5, and we typically have 40 to 50 tornadoes on average. So it's been a very, very light year for Colorado, but Nebraska and Iowa have been the real hotspots this year. Like, I feel that it's even been slow for Kansas. Oh, no, it's not on Twitter. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Wait. No. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it's been way too slow. It's yeah, I don't think this the storm's only like 3 miles from Fort Morgan, and I don't think it's gonna make it here. But yeah, no, it's so slow this year. But again, like Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, even, they've gotten the bulk of the action this year. I wish I didn't have my 9 to 5, because I definitely would have made it out to those chases. But next year is going to be different. Next year, I'm going to do what you're doing. All right, man. Dude, thank you so much for stopping in. I really, really appreciate that. And best of luck tomorrow. I'll definitely be tuning in. Have a good night, man. That was the coolest thing. Having him jump in, that really made my day. No less when we were doing the gritty, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, just a few more bolts of lightning, and I think that we're gonna end up calling it. Yeah, Kansas is a long drive. Whatever you end up doing, be safe and get there in one piece, and I look forward to your next stream. Oh, look, we're getting raindrops. That's cute. I realized like 30 minutes after I left that I had forgotten the Connor Croft candle, so that's probably why it was a bust today. So my care package is on its way to Connor's P.O. box. It'll get there on Saturday. So he'll have a candle of his own. Yeah. Oh, wind's really picking up. Let's see. Where's my anemometer? Oh, that's 35 mile an hour gusts. Yeah, just had a 35 mile an hour wind gust. Not too shabby. not quite. Not quite the human anemometer here. Just show you real quick. It's just a normal handheld anemometer. I think it was the best $20 I ever spent on Amazon. But, you know, all you do is stick it on out the window, and not really getting big gusts right now, but yeah, you get the gist. Just hold it up and it'll read out the wind speed for you. But we had a 35 mile an hour gust come through as that rain started. The right side of my car is getting a little wash. And yeah, that rain is dissipating as it passes over. Oh, the shade. They're twins. Couple more bolts and then we'll call it. But you know, pretty much all the daylight is out and the picture is clean. So I am definitely stoked for our future chases. You know, now that we have a camera that keeps its quality after dark, we're gonna do some more nocturnal chases. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of nocturnal chases until I got that tornado out in Anton, Colorado. Again, there's only been five or so tornadoes and landspouts in Colorado this year. So having just one of them, you know, keeps me right around 20% captured. Not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, back then we didn't have the high quality cameras, but you know, being able to get out there and chase and actually capture a tornado on camera and, you know, be in a safe spot, that gave me the confidence to continue doing nocturnal chases. As long as I can do it safely and not put myself in harm's way, then I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, I will do everything that I need to do in order to get footage of a tornado. So we're eventually gonna get the good picture. We're gonna get the good footage, but until then, we're just going to keep going out, and we're going to keep going out and not give up until we achieve our goals. And even after that, still not going to stop. That's what Never Stop Chasing is about. How is that gonna help my big goofy ass doing the gritty? Like, if anything, my big goofy ass doing the gritty is gonna repel people from this channel. No, I'm definitely here for it. I'm definitely down to do it. That's ain't no big thing. But yeah, this little rainstorm has passed through the area. Oh, Sienna, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna turn on the light. We're gonna pull up the Mi GoPro. Wow, that's so funny. Like, even with the lights on in my car, and yeah, even with the lights on in my car, there's still static in my GoPros, which is crazy. That's so funny. Maybe I am gonna have to switch back to the laptop camera eventually, but that'll be another stream for sure. Today was a bust. It happens. Yeah, the SPC got me again, buddy. they got me. But that it happens. I'm not discouraged. I love getting out here and streaming for you guys. I love being able to add just another perspective. So I'm never gonna stop doing this. This is my favorite thing in the world to do, and you guys can definitely count on me to continue this. That being said, thank you all so much for being with me today, hanging out on stream, staying through this bust. It doesn't seem like it would be a big ask, but it is greatly appreciated, because we didn't get any big storms. It happens. Next time, I'm hoping that we do. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out today. It's always an honor to be able to get out and stream for you guys, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one. Big shout out to all the moderators. Big shout out to everybody that stopped in. I really appreciate you. This is a new channel, and you guys are helping it to grow really quickly. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. I love this community. Love each and every one of you guys. And I hope you have a great night. Thanks again, guys. Stop recording. All right.